Right, so let's start with the lift and shift concept. So lift and shift concept is basically, if you ask me really, once you know all the setup is done, it is equivalent to like you are creating the clone of your instance. Okay, right, how you create your clone on premise when you have everything in the network, and apart from that, how you are going to perform the clone when it is in the different data center, and various things are there in between the steps and all, you know, the intermediate storage options, what all is there, then the downtime you need to consider. So those things, and apart from that, yes, of course, the integrations with your currently business suite. So a perspective of migration is a bit different, but if you see the basic underlying concept, it is equivalent to clone. You are going to create the database, you are going to create an application, the same application which you are running it, and then you are going to configure it and to make it run. Right, so now with Oracle e-business suite, if you see, you have got an option to move your application. So Cloud Manager is basically one of the tool for Oracle application itself, a dedicated tool, and it is available only on Oracle Cloud for e-business suite. And this is the tool which we have seen it earlier as well, automated tool which has got the UI, which is used for provisioning, which is used for creating the instances, provisioning the instances, taking the backups. So all your day-to-day activities which you are going to do it, that is all automated in this single tool. Okay, and apart from that, suppose if you have created the instance without this tool as well, like you know, during the migration, we are going to say we are doing the manual migration, but later you can add this to your instance to this tool. So there is a discovery option there. So that is going to help you in adding your instance to this tool and manage it via Cloud Manager. Okay, so Cloud Manager makes your day-to-day task easier, automated, and under a single pane of window, you will be able to monitor your manage your e-business suite as well. A lot of enhancement are going on in that too. So it supports all your 11G database till 12C database, provisioning option for VM database, Exadata cloud services. Everything is supported with the EBS Cloud Manager. And uh, just last week, just want to share this thing. Just last week, we have signed one customer who is basically wants to create a historical instance of their e-business suite, and they want to use the EBS Cloud Manager itself. That is their specific requirement because they want to make their task easier and all. So we are going to perform the lift and shift migration using the EBS Cloud Manager. So we did the POC last, I think 3 weeks back, and then we have signed it. So yes, the another project which is going to be lined up now from next week onwards, we are going to forming the team and you know, aligning with that. So that is in line. So that is what this is where I have seen the customer who has specifically asked for the EBS Cloud Manager. That is just one way of data transfer. We are going to do it, and then later for their archiving and the purging process and all those things, we will have to plan another strategy later. But yeah, this is just an insight about that project, and yes, that is signed up already. Okay, so this is about the Cloud Manager. Now you are going to come across various terminology: lift and shift, move and improve. Okay, but if you ask me, what basically we are doing is we are doing the migration of e-business suite to the cloud, and later we are going to modernize as well. Okay, modernize in the sense we are going to automate multiple tasks, into that. Now if you say that, okay, I have got multiple instances of Oracle e-business suite, which we are having it for for our multiple departments or so, we are following a strategy of multiple e-business suite non-prod instances, and then we are going to have a prod instances, right? So we are basically looking for the consolidation of uh, the databases as well. Now 19C is supported, although it is for supported only one PDB for the e-business suite. But yes, down the line, it is going to support multiple PDBs as well for the e-business suite. And already the autonomous database support for e-business suite is on the way. Soon it is going to be supported for the autonomous databases as well. So that way, if you see, we are not just doing the migration, okay, but at the same time, we are also taking the first step towards the modernization as well, right? Now there are multiple ways of migration, as I mentioned, the automated way, the manual way, and some strategy which which is suited for a particular environment, the cross-platform migration. So those kind of strategy we need to come up with. Right. So on the migration strategy at a high level, if I see, you can have a same platform or the cross platform for your application. Okay. And for the database, you can go with the physical, logical, online, and the offline migration. Okay. So that we are going to cover it. Okay. Just on high level, what all it means. And then on the data transfer side, you can have an online and offline way. Like data transfer is like your application file system backup and the database backups. When you are going to move it to the cloud, what strategy you can follow, or what are the options we have. Right. So this, just in the morning before the class, I was just, going through some document, and I just this portion came in my mind, and I just thought of, adding it here. So, this gives you a complete option. EBS migration, you can have it either on the same platform or on the cross platform. Okay, now if say we go it on the same platform, say a binary compatible platform, then it will be an automated or manual. Okay, automated is why I say EBS Cloud Manager. Okay, or you can get some sort of automation using the ZDM. Now ZDM is basically the zero downtime migration, which is the new offering, or say the new tool which is provided for the database migration by Oracle. Okay, now Oracle is promoting that and pushing very hard on that. So at the backend, if you see the concept which ZDM is using the standby database option only, but with the evolution of ZDM, and now it has 21.3 is supported, it has got many new features, and it has bit stabilized too. Now nowhere in the document Oracle says that it is not supported. Earlier my document was saying that it was not supported because that was a input from Oracle team, we got it. Okay, but recently we did one migration, and where Oracle has mentioned that it is supported, and we did a POC for the customer too, and we migrated it, and the small database, say the OSSO database we were having it, okay, that got migrated successfully. And apart from that, the EBS also, we tried to move one small database which we were having it, and that also worked well. In that means there was no issue there. Some minor issues and hiccups were there that were not related to the EBS specific, but yes, finally we were able to complete the POC for the EBS migration as well. So that's why I have changed my slides now. Now it is not saying that ZDM is not supported. So ZDM has got two options, physical and logical. Okay, I have added some insight about it in my further session. Right now we will come to that. So as of now, let's restrict yourself to the physical migration itself. And in physical migration, you have got an online and the offline, both kind of things. Okay, so those aspects are there. So online migration is basically uses the standby concept at the backend, and offline migration is like it is going to take the backup and then will create the database. Okay, so that is the difference between the online and the offline of the ZDM, physical migration. So ZDM has got two options, physical and logical. Physical has got again two options, online and offline, and logical has got online and offline. Okay, I'm not talking about the logical migration here because logical migration uses export import and the your golden gate, yeah, golden gate, and both are not supported with Oracle, EBS basically. Okay, golden gate is not supported, and export import way which you need to do is bit different from, like, you're completely taking the export and import of the complete instance and then you are moving it. Okay, if you see the export import of your EBS database, it is not straightforward. You need to do many things, many setups at the beginning. You need to run some scripts as well, and then you are going to take the export down. So let's see the categorization of the database. So there is a physical database migration, okay, which basically says when your version basically is same on the source and the target. OS basically is same on the source and the target. So you have got, like, you can create the backup of your database and can move that database to the cloud. Okay, so that is known as the physical database migration. Logical is if you don't have the binary compatible platform, then you can use the logical way, and that comes with, like, you can use the transportable table space or you can use an export import. So those are the options which are there in the logical database migration. So you are not migrating as is binary to the cloud, but you are just moving the data and the metadata from the cloud to the cloud. And yeah, you can further categorize that as an offline migration and the online one. So offline is basically when you are, say, having a downtime there for the instance, and so that uses, like, the backups. If, say, I go with the physical one, it will be using the backup, or if I say go with the logical one, then it will be using an export import, or it might be using the transportable table space. Online side, if I go on the physical database migration, it is basically, you can see the standby database creation. It can be done via that, or in case if I go on the logical side, then you can use the golden gate. Okay, golden gate source and target can be of different versions. It can be of different platform, whatever it is, but it can be used for doing the online migration. Right, so this is basically a distinction, or say the utilities which are available, and ZDM is also available logical too. So that, I think I have added it, or I might need to add it. Yeah, you can just go through that. So MV2 ADB is moved to the autonomous database. That is the utility which is available for the autonomous database migration. So from the EBS point of view, as of now, is not relevant here, but down the line this is going to be one of the popular utility because the autonomous database support is coming for the EBS. Then you can use a SQL developer, RMAN, plug unplug, remote cloning. So these are like all the options which are available. We can see these options, few of these options in our methods which we are going to see right now. Okay, so let's talk about the data transfer. Now this is basically all the options available for transferring the data to the cloud from on-prem. So whatever is there, like you can have a connectivity option, like the fast connect and the VPN, which you can have it for your migration of the data. So between the two data centers, you have set up the secured link. Fast Connect is basically going to give you the high bandwidth and a dedicated bandwidth, basically over the internet. It's a sort of, say, a lease line kind of thing. Okay, and a dedicated one. A VPN is like over an internet you will be moving it, and it is going to be a site-to-site VPN over an internet. You are going to you will have an encrypted tunnel for migration of your data. So speed wise, VPN is definitely going to have a low speed. Okay, max you can get it is 700 to 800 Mbps. And fast connect will give you an option of 1 Gbps dedicated bandwidth with options to grow up to 10 Gbps too. Then you have an object storage where you are going to have an you can migrate your data to the object storage bucket, and then from there you can utilize that as you want it. Then you have basically a file storage service, okay, which is again an NFS based service options which are available. The dependency for data transfer on the file storage is you need to have either a fast connect or a VPN for accessing your file storage from the on-prem server. Okay, you can mount the file storage service to the on-prem servers, but that is going to be a private IP. It is not going to over a public IP. So that is where you need to have a connectivity, but yes, you can use that. And it has got a capacity of 8 exabytes there. Then direct server, you can have a SSH tunnel connected. Direct connectivity is going to be there. So you can use that too. Storage gateway, now this is one of the offering which is have a separate console for your storage, and where you can basically store your backups and all from your on-prem, and at the back end via REST APIs it is going to migrate the data to the object storage. So it has got a database, it has got the connectivity over the back end with the object storage mapping is there. So whatever data comes on the cloud, on the storage gateway, okay, it basically sync back to the object storage. And then the offline mode is there, where Oracle gives you a data transfer services, yeah, like your disk and the appliances through for transferring your data in the offline way. Okay, so let's see here. This is basically the offline data transfer which you are seeing it. So this there are two options in that, in which either you can copy your data to the disk, secure it, and send it to the Oracle data center, and they will copy your data to the cloud. Like suppose if you have got say 50 to 60 terabyte of data, now that data you can't transfer it over the internet, or so it is going to take days together. Okay, or if say you are still using say a 10 Gbps connection of fast connect, it is going to cost you a bomb. Okay, it will be very costly service. So what you can do is you can take the backup, transfer it to the cloud and in the offline way, okay, and then you can copy that data wherever you need it. So data transfer appliances is basically the one which Oracle gives you the storage devices, okay, like a suitcase. You can see here the picture. So that kind of devices is there. It has got a capacity of holding 150 terabyte of data up to, and you can copy the data, you can ship it back to the Oracle, and you can transfer, Oracle can transfer that to the object storage bucket for you. The entire process from your end to the Oracle end is all secured. You can monitor it, and is free services from Oracle. Like on the data transfer disk, you need to own the disk and then send it. And on the data transfer appliances, Oracle has got the appliances, so it is a free services which is provided by Oracle for transferring the data. And yeah, this is where you can see the data transfer service. You need to create the job, and then you can track it. Storage gateway is basically the one which, as I mentioned, it has got the, this is NFS version 4 it uses. So it has got the setup done on your on-prem servers. You can just copy the files, whatever you copy it here. At the backend, it has got a mapping done with one object storage bucket, or it can have a multiple object storage bucket you can map it to. And this is where the data will be synced immediately. So suppose I have got a combination of Offline transfer, I can use it to transfer my, say, standby database backup completely using the DTA. And then I can use the storage gateway, which is basically where my archives are getting copied, and at the backend it is getting synced up to the object storage, and from there it will get applied to my instance. So that way I am just, creating the multiple copies of my backups. So I am again, removing the single point of failures. And this is like an automated stuff. So I'm utilizing this service, say, for my syncing the data over the internet. And then later, once I am done with all the stuff, I will be just switching it back to the cloud. Yeah, so this is just an insight about the storage gateway, how it works. You can just check that. So it has got a web console there where you can add it and manage your storage gateway. And it has got metadata cache option and asynchronous replication. Using the REST APIs it uses, and it is mapped with an object storage bucket here. Right, yeah. So other options you can just see it here is like you can either move it over an internet, which is not a good option to move the data. And then you can have a VPN connect and the fast connect options, which we have seen it. But yes, the VPN connect is not going to provide you that high bandwidth. Okay, but yes, you can use the combination of fast connect and VPN connect here. Like fast connect, I just provision it for migrating my data initially. Then I stop using that services, and I am using the VPN connect to migrate my delta. Means all my archives and everything, that is the only data which is going to get migrated to the cloud as a sync purpose. So I can use the VPN connect there. So that way it is going to be a combination which is going to provide me the time effectiveness and the cost effectiveness both at the same time.
So guys, this was our cloud expert from Team K21 Academy. And if in case you have missed upon any concepts, or if you want to have a deeper dive, then we have something really special for you. We have our free class on build, manage and migrate EBS R12 to cloud for beginners. Under this free class, you'll be learning about the future of EBS R12. You'll be learning about EBS R12 on cloud. You'll be learning about a holistic overview of Cloud Manager of EBS. You'll be getting a demo where you'll be learning about lift and shift to cloud. You'll be learning about the architecture. And most importantly, you'll be learning about some amazing job opportunities and a whole 8-week roadmap to get your life started on this. So if you want to register for this free class, all you have to do is just log on to k21academy.com/EBS Cloud 02, and you'll be seeing this kind of interface. You just have to click on book your free seats now, select your event date according to your availability, add your name, your email, your phone number, and click on yes, save my seat. Moving ahead, you'll be seeing this kind of URL on the extreme right. Save that URL to your calendars, and I'll see you in the free class. Till then, keep learning.